Can someone out there please explain to me how two people other than the people who are in the active investigation right now of the Nolan Wells case have been arrested? Well, first it was a California man has been arrested after allegedly threatening the Mississippi judge connected to the Nolan Wells case investigation. Warren's mother, the judge. According to federal court findings, investigators reportedly traced the alleged threatening communications through social media accounts, email records, and other digital evidence before making an arrest. Yet, those investigators cannot seem to pull GPS signals from all the boats in this case. That demonstrates something important. When investigators have direct digital evidence, they can often move very quickly when they want to. But that also raises another important question. If law enforcement can repeatedly identify and locate someone across the country over alleged online threats, has every available forensics tool been used with the same urgency to determine exactly what happened to Nolan Wells that day on July the 4th? The same resources are not being applied equally, in my opinion. Let me be absolutely clear. Threatening a judge is not okay, but the judge has had two people locked up. Threatening Nolan's family is also not okay, but those investigators can't seem to lock up any one of those threats to the Nolan family. Threatening Nolan's so-called friends or threatening anyone connected to the investigation is wrong. To be clear, justice is never served through intimidation. Welcome to Money and Politics Simplified, where we separate facts from speculation and demand accountability without abandoning due process. Please remember to like, follow, and share. I'm Esco Latimer, and welcome to Money and Politics Simplified. Today's story is actually about two different investigations. One investigation concerns the tragic death of Nolan Wells. We all know about this story. The other concerns alleged threats made against Judge Ashley Cole, the mother of Warren, one of the kids out there that day. Although they're connected through public attention surrounding the case, they are legally two very different investigations, and we're going to simplify it. Federal authorities have charged Joseph Alfredo Vasquez Dumarque, a 27-year-old California resident, with interstate transmission of alleged threatening communication. That's a mouthful. According to publicly reported court documents, investigators allege he sent threatening messages directed at Judge Ashley Cole. The reported messages allegedly referenced violence and included photographs, members of the judge's family. Those allegations are extremely serious, everyone. However, like every defendant, he is presumed innocent unless, and this is unless, he can finally be proven guilty in a court of law. Reports, one reason this case has received so much attention is the speed of the investigation. According to public reporting, investigators reportedly found a digital trail very quickly. The one they can't seem to do in the Nolan's case. Beginning with the alleged online messages, they trace associated accounts, also the thing they can't seem to be able to do in the Nolan's case, email information, subscriber records, and other digital evidence. The investigative process demonstrates how digital evidence can help identify a suspect when a specific alleged crime has occurred, if they choose to act upon it. That's to be seen in the Nolan Wells case. Judge Ashley Cole is also the mother of Warren Hudson. Hudson has publicly stated that Nolan remained on Horn Island after deciding to stay behind with another group. Nolan's family has questioned that account and continues seeking answers regarding Nolan's final hours. Being related to someone connected to an investigation does not establish wrongdoing. Likewise, being a witness does not automatically make someone a suspect. Investigators should evaluate every witness statement against objective evidence. This is a federal threat case and is not a homicide investigation. Authorities reportedly had specific alleged communications, a potential federal crime, and identifiable digital evidence. The Nolan Wells investigation is much broader and bigger and more complex. I'll give you that. Investigators must establish cause of death, timeline like the GPS coordinates of the boats they can't seem to get. Witness credibility, like an actual polygraph test and not a voice stress test. Digital evidence, medical findings, like the ones they refuse to kind of use in the Nolan Wells case. Physical evidence and whether any criminal conduct occurred. Those are entirely different legal questions. Many people understandably ask if investigators can move quickly in one case, why does another investigation appear to take so much longer? One answer may simply be the complexity of the evidence and the case. A direct alleged online threat is generally much easier to investigate than determining exactly how someone died under disputed circumstances. Still, Nolan's family has every right to ask whether every available investigative resource has been used. All we have seen as the public is everything is private. Transparency builds confidence. And right now, we're not very confident. Threatening judges, threatening witnesses, threatening attorneys, or threatening families does not help Nolan Wells, everyone. It actually makes the investigation process more difficult. Witnesses become fearful, maybe even rightfully so, but they do. Public attention shifts away from evidence, and investigators must divert resources toward entirely separate criminal investigations. If people truly want justice for Nolan, and trust me, we all do, the focus should remain on evidence, not intimidation. Likewise, the justice system is to be served to everyone, and all the resources should be applied aggressively, just like any other murder case by the investigators. Wouldn't we agree on that? Judges deserve protection. Witnesses deserve protection. But Nolan's family, they deserve protection, accountability, transparency, and justice. Nolan's friends, they deserve something. I'm not sure what they should get. I mean, what are they going to get that they haven't already received? Privacy, people getting locked up. Everyone involved deserves safety. At the same time, the public deserves confidence that Nolan's death is receiving the same level of professional investigation, and attention is everything to this significant case. Accountability should never depend upon someone's position or influence. It should depend upon the evidence, not because you're a judge or high ranking something in the community. So let's simplify this. The arrest of the California man accused of threatening Judge Ashley Cole is a separate federal case. It is not an arrest connected to Nolan Wells' death. The reported speed of the investigation demonstrates how powerful digital forensic evidence can be when, let me repeat this, when investigators are examining and clearly define the alleged criminal access. The Nolan Wells case investigation remains active. The public still awaits additional answers regarding medical findings that we can't seem to get, digital evidence, witness accounts, timeline reconstruction, and ultimately whether the evidence supports criminal charges or another conclusion. Here's where I stand. Threats have absolutely no place in the pursuit of justice. If someone threatens a judge, they should be investigated. And in this case, they were and arrested. If someone threatens the Nolan's family, they should also be investigated. If someone threatens witnesses, they should be investigated as well. Yet, as of now, the only one getting justice is the judge for online threats, but not one person in the Nolan's family who has received threats has gotten anyone arrested. But protecting people from threats should never distract investigators from answering the central question that has existed since July the 4th. What happened to Nolan Wells? Say this phrase and say his name, Nolan Xavier Wells. Justice requires transparency and accountability by our law enforcement. What do you think? Can law enforcement investigate threats quickly while also maintaining public confidence that everybody available can see and use those investigative tools to determine exactly what happened to Nolan Wells? Let me know in the comments below, everyone. This is a very heartfelt story for me. I'm Esco Latimer. Please remember to like, follow, share, and comment below. This is Money in Politics Simplified. Stay informed, stay engaged, because when you understand the facts on how the judge is getting people arrested for online threats to her, but the Nolan family is not getting the same result, well, my friends, you understand the politics. Have a good day. Yeah. Esco Latimer.
and power. Follow the paper and you find a throne. Deals in the back while the cameras roll. Who's funding fear? Who's buying hope? Who's pulling strings every time we vote?